From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 51 back in 2017, we are inside NRG Stadium in Houston. And we are underway from Houston. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And they'll be led out by the former Buckeye, the young rookie QB from Ohio State.
And we're talking about a young man who's been the talk of the NFL here in September. Came in and looked right at home. His team's 2-0. He's playing well. What's the big thing for him now, though? Not to become complacent. And I think the coaching staff has been working on exactly that.
Now Anderson. And his first pass is incomplete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Anderson. Open man is Hill. He's got it. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Looking to throw. Anderson. And he's going to go down. The Texans come out and able to bring him to the ground. Will Anderson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So on 4th down, Austin McNamara comes on to punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Taking it about the 36. Going to be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And he's had good success here already this season throwing the football. 6 touchdown passes in his 2 games. He's really got this offense playing with a lot of confidence, trying to establish themselves early as a Super Bowl contender.
Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot, C-O-O-T.
All right, I'll look that up later. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
3rd down and 3.
Here we go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Westbrook. And he is going to have the Texans first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. The Texans at 2-0 here to begin this. Season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They'll run on first down. Stinson. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This defense for the Dolphins, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
There's a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win. But definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. He's got it to Collins, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A good pick up there, 20 yards.
First down.
So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you got them betwixt, in between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
Now a handoff up the middle. Westbrook. And a stop after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Up the middle they go. Westbrook. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Texans, first down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Stroud to throw it. And it is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
The kicker on.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Texans.
So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the result, a Houston touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Here now a 3rd down and 8. Back to throw. Anderson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
15 yards.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Up the middle, Achan. And slow going there as they'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. This is 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Operating from the gun. Anderson. Anderson loses the football. And the Texans say they have it. They do. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack. Put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
All right. 18. What's up? 12.
On 1st down, Westbrook. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
He was brought down by
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Love it, stop. Oh, boy.
They'll keep it on the ground. Westbrook. And he'll get this down close to a 1st down at about the Dolphins' 22.
He was taken down at the 22.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. To the left side, finds his receiver role. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st.
A gain of 10 yards.
Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Now Stroud. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
18. What's up?
Quick throw to Collins. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown. A great play there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Oh, good move. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Dolphins ready to take over on offense. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Shoves him aside. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 34 yards there, first down.
That's good for the Dolphins. First down. A gain of 34 yards.
Option handoff now to Achane. And nothing much materializing there in the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Anderson. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Here's a give up the middle. It's good. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
2nd and 4. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. A big win there defensively on 2nd and goal. A loss of 7, and it brings up 3rd.
Let's go now.
Operating from the gun, Anderson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
4th down and goal.
And his kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
So here are the Texans to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground here. First down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Brought down at the 30.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Why Tony?
Here's Stroud. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Demetrius Knight from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9. The offense on third down, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Stroud looking to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. The sack there by Bradley Chubb.
A loss of 7.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. No, bottled up fumble. It's out, it's loose. And the Texans scoop it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. In our stat pack every week, there's 2 columns for fumbles. FF for forced fumble, FR for fumble recovered. He's got the FR going. He recovered 2 last week and another one now.
And I know the FF guy.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. 32 yards. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Dolphins 3.
So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Devon Achane and the offense ready to go once again. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try to loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretary lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Looking out. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. And in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Anderson. Will Anderson. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Here's Austin McNamara now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Taken in at the 22. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Texans will take over. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now 2nd and 9.
Route to the right, route to the right. Route to the right.
They'll keep it on the ground. Westbrook. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Third down at 6.
Alert the hot, alert the hot. Ow, that's right. 18, that's right.
Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Oh, right.
Quick throw by Stroud, complete out wide. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there at 22.
First down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And Stroud now to throw. Looking for the end zone. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins, 28 yards. And the Texans are able to add on to their first half lead. Point after right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half.
Dolphins 3.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So now here come the Dolphins. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Let's hear it, Texans fans, because it's
now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Derek Stingley picks it, and he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Throwing now is Stroud. And it's caught. And the Texans are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Goal at the 3-yard line.
118, 19 Texas.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And who's got it? The defense does. They recover it in the end zone. That'll be a touchback, and the scoring opportunity turned away.
Pardon me, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Texans going to take over here to start quarter number 3. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
2nd and 9.
2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Westbrook. And this will be a Texans first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
A quick throw caught by Rice. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the Dolphins' 40-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Westbrook. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
First down.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Here we go. 18. What's up?
A shotgun snap to Stroud. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Here we go. Let's go. Play.
Back to throw. Stroud. And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Uno Mars. Look the hot. 19 Texans.
To throw again on second down. Stroud. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
It's now 3rd down and 14.
18. What's that? Buggy.
Stroud out of the gun here. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And his kick is right there. It's good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. The drive starts with a run from HOU. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Looking to throw. Anderson. He finds Hardy on the slam. Big strides, look at him go. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Back to throw. Anderson got his man complete over the middle. It's Hill. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
That's good for a Dolphins first down.
Looking to throw. Anderson. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Second and goal from inside the 5.
A gain of 3 brings up second and goal at the 4-yard line.
Achane. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage.
A 3-yard
Third and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Operating from the gun, Anderson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill with a milestone career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list. And the Dolphins get a bit closer.
Dolphins 10.
So that drive goes 8 plays. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Houston's offense taking over again. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll come up 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll keep it on the ground. Westbrook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
It's now 3rd.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time to make sure you get in shape.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Stinson. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
He's tackled at the
57 yards rushing for him now to this point. 2nd down and 3. Back to throw. Stroud. Caught by Rice. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another 1st down.
And the Texans first down. Here we go. 1st and 10 at the 40.
Stroud working out of the gun. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Still going. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd of the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Miami's offense set and ready to go. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues. Anderson loses the football. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. 2nd time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressure, hurry, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage here by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Let's go.
And they'll send Waddle in motion left. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Trenton Simpson, well, he just flew in there to drop it. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it. He needs better protection, that's for sure. Now this air mail to the sideline. It's incomplete. And there don't appear to be any flags forthcoming. Maybe a little fortunate there. It's third down. They'll swing this out wide. Here's HOU. 3 yards, all they can muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to kick it away. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it will be first and 10 as they take over. The Texans offense and C.J. Stroud getting ready for this next drive. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. You just kind of feel for the defense right now, this deficit. They have not been able to stop them the entire game, Charles. And some hands on hips, some long faces out there on the defensive side. They're like, oh my gosh, we got to face these guys again here.
Yeah, people don't understand how hard it is.
And the Dolphins are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it first and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Open man is Kirk, complete. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with second and a couple.
On the pickup, brings up second and 2 at the 40.
A run straight ahead with HOU. And he'll only get a yard to bring up third and 1. The Dolphins on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They're up against a third and 1 situation. And he loses the football a second time. And the Texans scoop it. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Here's a quick throw to Higgins out wide. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
And the Texans first down.
Now a handoff up the middle. Westbrook. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 67 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Here we go, let's go. 118, that's it.
They'll keep it on the ground. Westbrook. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Texans are closing in on a third straight victory to start the campaign. Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Texans scoop it. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown.
Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And out come the Dolphins now.
Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Looking to put a drive together.
Hand off to H.A. to begin the drive.
Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
A gain of 12. First down, Dolphins.
Now H.A. on 1st and 10.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
41. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Now they'll send Waddle in motion left.
Anderson now. Off play action.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Texans offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. I'm just wondering, do they want to add on to this gigantic lead? My guess, given how they like to play and how explosive this offense is, Charles, that they're not content being up by this margin. They probably want more.
And if they do go and get more, oh, look out. At that point, let's just aim the camera for the post-game handshake because that one might be a little bit on the tense side, the way that this one is turning out.
So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
Now a give right side. Westbrook. And he'll be out of bounds across the 40-yard line.
93 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy,
But they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from walking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Stroud. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Throw right side, taken in by Collins. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. 42 yards.
That's another Texans first down.
Back to throw again. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Point after here coming up. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
The score, Texans 66.
So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Miami set to take over. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and then trying to hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
At the 24-yard line.
Now Anderson. It's hauled in by Hardy. And he's up in it at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Anderson loses the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Houston set to take over. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 38.
Why Tony?
Stroud to throw it. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
18, what's that? Buggy. 19 Texans. 11. Tonight.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. That ball caught. It's Rice. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
First down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
All right. 11. 118. Hey, uno.
Now Stroud. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now the try here for the point after. This one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Texans 73.
So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the result, a Houston touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked.
And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, this game was already decided, Charles, let's be honest, but now another feather in the cap of this defense as they pick him off for the second time.
You're right about that. Things have been going pretty well for them, to put it mildly, but they're still out there hunting for good plays and get another one right there.
And it's incomplete. And now we're down to 10 seconds.
What? All right. Love a slot. Hey, uno.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Stroud. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
18. What's that? Texas. Get him. Hey, that's your man. 11. Buggy.
Operating from the gun. Stroud. The Dolphins get there this time. They bring him down. Yaya Diaby. He's the one who got in there. He gets the sack. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense.